Hello, guys. I'm Ben Shiflett,
I'm Tony Moore.
and you're listening to 8-Bit and Beyond. Today we have a guest. His name is
Giancarlo Cedric.
Okay, guys. So today we are talking about that
Zombies.
that could be a topic, but no, it's game grief. Basically,
We're talking.
the worst video games of
We're-
all time.
Okay, anyway, we're talking about bad games.
So since the guest is here, let's ask him. What was your worst game on your list?
Oh my gosh! So I was doing a little bit of research before the podcast started today, and in it, like trying to remember back, I think the worst game I've ever played, and this is the game I actually like, Parappa the Rapper, and it's like this PlayStation 1 game where you have to press the keys like the X, triangle, square, at certain points, and it was like musical type game where they would sing and you would have to like keep in sequence. It's almost like a DDR type thing.
One of those things.
I hated it.
How about you, Tony?
Sonic 06.
Fan favorite? Not.
No.
Okay, why don't you explain that?
Well, first off, the game is glitchy, and the thing that surprised me, is that the beta version of the game is actually better than the quote unquote finished product.
Really? What?
Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't.
No. Okay, well, I guess I'm next. I think the worst game that I've actually played was probably, I don't remember the name of it, but it's on the PS1. It's this really crappy racing game. It's like a 3D wannabe racing game. It's like on motorcycles and stuff. But it was really bad. But one game I looked up that I thought was ridiculous was Dragon Ball Evolution, the game. If you've ever heard of the movie, or if any of you sad people who have actually seen the movie.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sad people, yes, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I saw that movie.
So did I.
You're a sad person.
I saw it on like on
Thanks.
YouTube though, so yeah, I didn't pay for it.
I saw it on TV.
Anyways, it's a cheap live action remake of Dragon Ball. And they made a live action game, or a game out of the live action movie instead of a Dragon Ball itself. Just picture that. It's like, what is it? What's that game? What is it? Real life Street Fighter, the game.
Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Yeah, Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Street Fighter movie. I had to think about that. No, it's crazy. I mean, I remember like the first Dragon Ball Z. Like the Dragon Ball Z games were like pretty good. Then they started getting pretty
Budokai
bad.
series.
But then like to make a game of a movie that's based on a cartoon. Yeah, that's not smart.
It was completely bad and amongst the movie itself. Okay,
Wait, you're saying all the Dragon Ball Z movies are bad?
no,
Oh, I was about
just
to say.
that live action one. It was absolutely horrible.
Y'all, you two almost had 2 clubs to the head there.
No, you what?
You
threatening
guys-
us now?
You guys almost had 2 clubs to the head there.
He's
Because
smuggling- he's
I
smuggling
like
weapons.
I like the Dragon Ball movies, Dragon Ball Z movies.
Well, that's different than the live action movie. Okay, another game, Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. I'll let Tony go on that one.
You
Go
want
ahead,
me to
Tony.
talk about it?
Yeah,
Really?
sure.
Sweet. Okay, I got a lot to say. You go through walls. There's no map system, but I'm not sure if there's a map system or not. Anyway, you go through everything. The physics are out of whack. The fact that you go faster when you go in reverse. There's that. There's also the thing where you
stop suddenly.
you stop suddenly. Just let go of that down arrow, and your truck will come to an immediate halt.
It's like this game is supposed to be a racing game, so there's a track.
But there is no cargo. There is cargo.
You can literally drive off the track into the mountains and just out into a whiteness plain.
An
It's
endless
just
void
nothing.
of nothingness that X-Death himself will call paradise. And if y'all
There-
don't know what X-Death is, Final Fantasy. Is my mic on?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it is.
on.
Oh, okay.
You're very. Oh wow. I don't
Sporadic.
even know. Okay, John.
No, I just wanted to add to that. I think like the whole genre of making like these weird like very specific categories of games where it's like, the semi truck one, or even like the hunting games. You know, the people making the game have to know from the get go that not everyone's gonna buy this. It's like, I'm making this for like two people.
Yeah, but it's like, I think they start out to make this really good game. And then they go, okay, we're running out of money, so we got to finish it. So they make it a really crappy game just so they don't lose everything. So that's where you get these really crappy games from. And while we're talking crappy games, how about crappy accessories? Have you ever heard of Rob from Nintendo?
Rob from Nintendo? No.
Speaking of Rob, he made it into the Smash Brothers game. I don't know what an accessory is doing in a fighting game.
Yeah, let me explain this guy. Basically, he's a little toy robot that you set up, and then I don't know if you wind him up or he's plugged in. But anyways,
Batteries.
He like swings his arms around, puts his arms down, picks up a little spinning disc, picks it up,
Gyros.
moves it, and then just drops it onto like a little button. Then so you're playing this game with Rob. Supposedly you're sad buddy because you're lonely and nobody likes you.
Gyromite.
And so this whole time you got to keep putting the discs back on, or is that people just like forget that and just hit the buttons themselves?
Gyromite or
Nintendo.
Stack Up.
Yeah, Nintendo has just done really bad on some things. Like I've seen this thing where it's like Nintendo, their whole thing is to make something that nobody's thought of, and like Microsoft is all about improving what they originally have, and then like Sony, they're just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, hence their names.
Sony, Nintendo. Y'all got something to say? No? Okay. Nobody likes you anymore. Seriously, Nintendo delays pretty much everything that people are waiting for. Like when people were looking forward to Other M, Metroid Other M, they delayed it.
It means mother, by the way.
Mom.
It means mother. Put the M in front of other. Mother.
Anyway.
Yeah, it could, basically, if I remember
I think you
correctly,
just
the
blew
whole
my
point of the
mind.
game is
to
like,
defeat the mother brain.
yeah, because they made a surrogate mother brain. So you're basically trying to find this surrogate and destroy it. Although she don't know that yet.
You don't know that until the end of the game.
Yeah.
The final boss is supposed to shoot the mother brain, but all you have to do is aim your gun at her and booyah, the match is over. What?
So John, you got any other games to add?
Let's see. I think even recently, like with the PlayStation 3, and I was telling you this earlier, like when the PlayStation 3 came out, and I was just researching, it's 7 years ago. It was bundled with MotorStorm. It was like this amazing like graphics game, and I was like, oh my gosh, showing off the graphics of the PlayStation 3. This must be amazing. We first got the PlayStation 3. We got that game. We also got like Lair. Both of those games were terrible. MotorStorm was like this crazy like graphics engine where you're going like, I don't know how many miles an hour in the game, but like 60 more, 90 on these like crazy tracks. Someone bumps into you,
And
you go off the
fly.
track, and you hit something, and your car like immediately like blows up into pieces, and then like, oh great, so now I have to like start basically over again. You like respawn, and then you like you're not in first place anymore, and it's like, oh my gosh, I hate this game.
It's like in Mario Racing, we fall off Rainbow Road.
Mario Kart.
No. Yeah, Mario Kart there.
Wait, which one?
Any of them. Fall off the course in your first place, you're pretty much screwed.
Unless you have a massive, unless you're massively
Massive
ahead,
lead.
you're gonna be bumped back.
I found this really funny. Oh, I don't know if it's really funny, but this interesting game just because of the title. Come interest. It's called White Man Can't Jump.
That's a lie.
And guess what?
That's a game.
Yeah, guess what kind of a game it is.
A basketball game.
Yeah.
I
How stereotypical.
give you any
Oh
time
my
to think
God.
about it.
Like, I don't remember what place it was in, but it was pretty high up there with the really bad games that Jaguar released. Jaguar is like a really old development company. But they have made some really bad games.
Who wants another Sonic game?
Not me.
Well, I do. Another Sonic game that I don't like, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, that just sounds bad.
It is.
That on wait, hold on.
Slow down.
On that early of a handheld gaming console, they had a Sonic game.
Yeah, well, they had a Sonic game on the Game Gear, which
Yeah.
came out long before the Game Boy. Anyway, pretty much take the original Sonic the Hedgehog game and slow it down and make the screen smaller so that Sonic is pretty much taking up most of the screen. There's lots of slowdown.
Big head Sonic. That's all you got to picture.
Did you have a Game Gear?
I had one. I don't know where that thing is.
Oh wow.
I lose all my handhelds. I lost all my handhelds
Like
back
that,
then. But
yeah,
nowadays I keep
Like
good.
that DS.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Did you? Yeah. I don't think this is a bad game, but did you play that? Since you're talking about Sonic, that the one that came out for PlayStation 3. It's like a
Sonic
racing.
the Hedgehog?
It's
Sonic Riders.
Yeah, that one.
Oh wow, that was on the
Sonic-
GameCube as well.
Sonic
It
3,
was?
Sonic
Oh.
Zero.
Yeah,
No,
my friend had
I
that.
forgot the full name. Sonic Riders.
Sonic Zero Gravity.
Yeah, that was for the GameCube. Sonic.
Something.
Well, we only have 3 computers in front of us. Let
Yeah.
me Google that.
Let me Google that.
Let's all Google it. Well, I talked about Hannah Montana, which John alerted me
Oh
of
my
earlier
gosh.
today. Okay, how ridiculous is this sound? I mean,
There's a Sonic Riders movie.
what? Wait,
There's
hold
a-
on. Is this wait? Are you serious? Or is this
Sidetrack.
like
I
some
looked up
kind of-
Sonic Riders, and the third thing that popped up was Sonic Riders movie. I was like, huh?
Are you sure it's just like the cutscenes from the game?
That's probably what it is.
I was about to say. It's...
Oh, Sonic All Star Racing.
Oh no! That's
Oh,
not,
I
that's
played
not
that. That's a
Sonic
good game.
Riders. Yeah,
That's
that
the one I
game
was
is actually
talking
kind of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh,
Then why is it on this podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, why is it here if it's a good game?
Okay, have,
That's the only Sonic game I know.
have you, have you guys heard of the 2DS? Just think about this for a while. Take the 3DS,
Take the 3DS
and make it worse, and then sell it for even more.
Hold on. No, it's cost less.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's still a bad idea.
It's pretty much a 3DS without the 3D. It doesn't fold.
Still, it's like twice as big.
But then
Yeah.
how does that make sense?
That
You're like,
space.
They
you're-
said it's for like kids. It's like 8 years and younger.
but you're
Oh
going,
yeah,
you're
but
going
you're giving
back.
it to kids who are destructive with everything.
I'm guessing it's supposed to be stronger.
I think
'cause
it
it's
was
not
a
on
good
the
idea to
hinge.
turn my mic down.
We don't hear all that screaming and raging.
I didn't say turn it off.
I didn't turn it off.
You didn't turn it off.
To the,
You guys ever played Superman 64? Nintendo 64.
Nintendo
No.
64.
Okay, if you ever just look at this game, I think what's the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on this. Basically, you're Superman, you're flying around really
Hold
awkwardly.
on. Wait. Since you brought up Angry Video, which one? Are you talking
don't
about
remember.
Sonic's? Yeah. So, are you talking about Superman on the Nintendo 64? Or
Yes.
Superman on Commodore 64?
Nintendo.
Okay.
Where all you do is fly around the entire game, going through rings.
Going through rings.
That's the entire game, literally.
You
What's
pick up.
up? I
You
mean,
pick up cars.
That's
and go
all
through,
you do.
you
I
go
remember
through rings and pick up
with
cars.
crappy
and go through rings and
graphics.
pick up cars. And there's awkward punches.
I don't even remember any enemies in that game.
I
if
don't
you
know
watch-
if you guys remember Spyro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Spyro. There used to be like this mini game where you had to have to like fly around rings and stuff, and that was pretty fun.
Well, Spyro's that's a mini game,
Well, that's
not
a-
the
yeah.
full game.
Yeah. They were smart enough to make it a mini game. They're like, no one wants to play this the whole game.
There's also a practice mode on Superman 64, and guess what it is?
What?
Going through rings with no time limit. By the way, if you actually get far enough into Superman 64, there is actually a section where you get to
Land?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
This is news
No,
to
no,
me.
no, there's also a before that.
You actually get touch the ground?
Yep, you can walk
That's a surprise.
and beat up enemies,
Wow. Why?
but you don't want to do that. There are also power-ups in the game. Heat vision.
Yeah.
There's heat vision, there's super speed, and there's freeze breath.
I think Superman overall is overrated. He just seems too overpowered to me. I
We
don't
just
know.
lost a bunch of likes.
Well, maybe not. I mean, well, there are different versions of him that are overrated. I mean, there are like ones that are pretty good that aren't like too extreme. Because like, everyone goes back, oh, use kryptonite. But it's like, if you don't have any, what are you going to do? Anyways,
Oh.
how are we on time, John?
We are over.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, next time we're gonna be talking about Nintendo.
Nintendo, not Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Well, I'm not gonna be here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not an expert in Nintendo like
Ne-
these
neither
two.
are we. That's what makes us so stupid.
We need a Sony podcast.
Okay, well maybe we'll go
Eventually.
through all of them. Nintendo,
Nintendo,
Sony,
Sega,
and
Sony, Microsoft. We'll do it
Sega's
all.
just dead.
Yeah.
No, it's
far
not.
as far
They
as
still
the
make
console.
games. Yeah, consoles, yeah, they still make games.
Yeah,
By the way, another crappy game. Shadow the Hedgehog.
it wasn't that bad. Anyways, guys, we gotta go. We will talk to you later. It's been 8-Bit Beyond, and hope you have a nice day.
Oh no, the rock is on
Play some really
fire.
bad games.
Bye bye.
Peace.